Yeah, I'm Carlton McLeod, aka Dilly.
And I am Raymond McLeod, and you're in our house here in the Stringray studio.
UK, London. We started producing from about 89. 1989 was one of the first production. I work on a production with Sammy Levi, Do What You Wanna Do. You know, we ended up doing an album after that called Beautiful Love. You know, the album was one of my first projects for the Stringray label.
Well, it come back from like the same thing, innit? Mum, innit? Mum did love the music thing. She did buy you a drum set, innit? Buy me a keyboard. You did form the group with Bubblers and Don Campbell and the rest, innit? Yes.
A long time still, because I really started out as a musician from 78, really, you know, and it just grew from there, really, basically, because I've been through all the avenues of music, from sound system, radio DJ, up until production still, you know, and never really leave out my brother at no time at all still. They are same way strong with me. Most of the music side I really take care of, really, you know, because Ray now is in other things and more he normally take care more of the business side of things. So anything really musically really is in my corner, you know. Well, my musical approach really is to just make good music, you know, and put it out to the world just for everybody to accept and like and love. We stick to the live thing.
We like the live feel.
Yeah. So it's live musicians at all time, really.
Well, some of the rhythm them we have already, and we normally just to our vibes, like if we feel our vibes and we say, boy, we want to do a track with Dennis Brown or an album with Dennis Brown, we just hit for that, basically, really, innit?
So we work with the artists as well. It depends, because we're doing projects as well, you know. So when you're working on project, it's not just about rhythms where you have. It's about creating something with the artists as well. So if you're working on projects and you have the artists about it, we're gonna all put our vibe together and create something. A few tunes at least to put towards what we have already, depending on the idea or the vibes that they have in writing certain tunes to some rhythms that they like.
Well, as you heard me mention earlier, Dennis Brown, Luciana, Freddie McGregor, the list goes on.
Bushman, Peter Honingill, Sylvia Teller, you know, so we work with artists from the UK and
as
Jamaica.
well as Jamaica. Boy, well, we are trying to push the same vibes. We don't see nothing different. You see anything different?
Well, it have a difference still, because I don't know if it's the, well, now it kind of locked, but previously, you know, the type of English rhythm there was a different groove, you know.
Yeah, thought the Lovers rock.
It's a different groove, but again, now what we try to do is incorporate it with the artist, the Jamaican artist then. So it feel like one more than it's a split groove.
It was hard at the beginning, isn't it, really? Until we did switch to working from out of Jamaica, like pressing the stuff then from Jamaica rather than pressing in England, innit? That's when it really did more.
Well, that's it still, you have to really fit in with the whole vibe that's going around global. Well, for us,
we are the helping hand,
it was kind of easy still, because along the way we was working with companies that was working with
producers from Jamaica.
So from, you know, you talk about 86, 87, 88, I literally was running Blue Mountain Records here in the UK, which only distributed tracks from like Exterminator,
Stealing, Cleveland,
Bobby Digital, which we became very good friends.
Mm.
You know, and I used to always go to Jamaica quite regular to collect tracks, like as an A&R man for the company. So I was around studio them times and seeing the old vibes of what was going on from the Sanchez, the Shabba Ranks and early Dirtsman and all these people that was around doing their thing. So I mean, generally with the love of music and being around the studio vibes and everything, you just pick up on exactly what's going on, you feed off of that. The first journey to Jamaica still, as a producer, as I said, it kind of stemmed from working with Blue Mountain because through the love of music and being there around these artists working at the same time, I decided that I wanted to record as well. Because it wasn't nothing that I didn't know what was going on, and we already had started to create some rhythms for ourselves. Well, the artist was Dennis Brown, really and
Dennis
truly.
Brown.
You know, there was no other artist that was the greatest.
It was like an idol of ours, and then to be recording him was.
You've got the best of me. You have Mr. Brown. You have it's an old album of tracks.
Wolf and Leopard with the lick back. We managed to get him 2 albums before Dennis Brown did pass, where we managed to record 2 albums with him. We done a few. We done a nice album called Vision with Luciana, which we done between here, Big Ship, and in Bobby Digital.
No, I don't really see much of a difference still, but in the earlier days, it was the actual playing of the instruments. I would put it down to the mixing of the instruments, and I'll put it down to the artist that's voicing the rhythm. The comparison was just so much different, but at the end of the day, that's the identity that the UK had in a period of time. So here was like, it was Lovers Rock. It was never really named Lovers Rock in Jamaica. Reggae was just reggae, it was just music. And I mean, now as well, you don't really have the identity of Lovers Rock, but you know, they would say more One Drop now is like what they would say was Lovers Rock. You know, it's just a more steady pace of a rhythm, where Jamaica more, you get a more hardcore, more rootsier sound and thing. But now, as I'm saying, like most of the main producers there and the musicians, the main musicians them that's based in the UK, like Mafia and Fluxy, Rough Cotton them now, it's up to the standard. Because, you know, these musicians is also playing in Jamaica. So, you know, we have got that kind of part of it locked, you know. So as producers here, you know, we try to keep that vibe and maintain that vibe and connecting with our friends that's in Jamaica and outside. Yeah, I think like Sanchez, Freddie McGregor, you know,
Lucci,
you know, they eventually started to groove, you know, and as I said, they incorporated it with the yard vibe. You know, they took the English style and then they, you know, and played back a lot of the early stuff what we wrote on as well. You know what I mean? And
what made it even easier as well, because we started to incorporate the English musician as well as with the Jamaican musician, so they were playing together. So you know, it's like a different vibes now, isn't it? It's a unity thing, isn't it, in making the music. Cause we here say music is music. We don't try ID like how they say reggae, soul. Music are music.
You only can look at what you know best, really. You understand? We can go and do soul, we can go and do soul kind of thing, but we don't specialize in it. You know, and it's where your feeling and where your vibes is, and
we know more the reggae market. That's why we call it reggae. The DJ then that plays the reggae.
Yeah, it's better you stick to where you know and you have more experience in doing. You know, because you can't be out there as a sound system and then you switch your vibe and then all of a sudden you play pure hip hop and soul, and the crowd not gonna really take to that. So it's only what them know and what them hear, so them used to hear with in a particular vibe. So to change it now, it not really look like it would have worked.
By making good tune that people will sing to and dance to.
And mind you saying that too as well, you know, it's like everybody have them standard, you know, and everybody have them name. And yes, there is a lot happening because you have a lot of home studios, I call it, you know, where literally they're making production in a bedroom, but it's like they might get a bedroom sound, really. So no matter what you say, still, you know, people still gonna always look out for a Stringray. Them still are gonna look out for a Stringray tune, you know, over probably, you know, sometimes you might get a little one home bedroom tune go through the door, yes, because music is music. You know, you can't fight it down if it's good, but it's not the same. They don't really balance up.
Well, to be honest, how the business is now, we've worked with most of the artists we really want to. I think it's more of the new side of things we're looking at is creating the artists. That's more what we're looking at, creating the artists. So look out for the creation of Stringray artists, you know.